morning, everyone. My name is Lamont Gilchrist. www.L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com is my website. Go and check it out. I also have a link on there that will connect you to my workout group, the Zulu group, where we post videos, training information, nutritional information for free. So today I want to talk about a very unique subject and trend that I kind of see going, and it kind of supports a video that I posted on my regular Facebook page about the epidemic of low testosterone, and that's due to the drugs that are being taken, drugs and prescription drugs and different things that are being pumped in different parts of society into the water supply, things that are being fed to kids at a young age to induce those things, and just the overall general effect, the way that the food and different things are processed, that has a spike in these particular occurrences. And so people will say, is this a natural occurrence? I put it like this. Natural. The video that I posted was about smoking marijuana and how the THC, that ratio with these super plants and the way that they crossbreed these plants and the hybrid plants, how the ratio is causing low testosterone counts in males, and how it's affecting males and females, and hallucination and what happens with different low testosterone accounts, along with the other different things that you take into your body. So if someone can set up a scenario where you can poison yourself or where you can destroy yourself, which is ultimately a lot of scenarios that set up in all types of different cultures, and this one is not excluded, in monarchs and in communists and all different types of government stance and religious stance. And I mean, this has been a practice that's been practiced, especially through medication. We're just talking about the gases in Syria, talking about the development of chemical warfare. And chemical warfare has been used on its own individuals and people, knowingly and unknowingly. I mean, there's documentation throughout the history of the United States where in Detroit they were spraying things off the building. There's, the Tuskegee project. And so what that does, testosterone, especially for young males, because what's going on, is that it takes away the aggression or the ability to be a man. It doesn't give you the ability to have that intenseness, to have that extra strength, to grow to full potential, for the full connection of your neurotransmitter to express your gene in its best potential. I'll give you an example why this is so important. And it's happening to everywhere. Some people are born with lower testosterone in different races and different cultures. And you can see the mannerisms of those particular people as far as like how they grow, their performance, their ability to be dominant, their ability to survive in hostile environments, and their ability to deal with immediate stress and perform at a high God conscious level. So in our major athletes, if we look at the Olympics, sprinters, fast twitch muscle fibers, DBs, running backs, particular sports that require high testosterone, fast explosion, aggressiveness, and stuff like that. You can even see the physicality in those things, what we would call our warriors, going down, that is not as physical, so that others can be included. And they don't feel intimidated. If you put X number of different groups of people in a room to ratio, depending on race and everything else, just males, the dominant species, the dominant males, just like in any species, will rise to the top of dominance in that power structure, unless you do something to alter that power structure chemically or economically or a lot of other different things and stuff like that. So it's totally feasible and realistic to think that this is going on. So the importance of it is that not only does it influence power structures and the way that we move forward as a civilization, the way that we reproduce, the way that we feel about ourselves, our identity. It also causes physiological problems like cancers, prostate cancers, diabetes, gynecomastia, fats. And so being a bodybuilder and coming from that world, I'll give you an example. A lot of bodybuilders or athletes take testosterone, natural testosterone, what I'm talking about, synthetic testosterone, when they put it into their body. So these raise different receptors, but they can't keep taking them because the body balances itself out. There has to be a ratio in there, or the body will stop producing this natural testosterone, and the testes will shrivel up. It's just like having a cat being castrated. But then there's androgynous systems that kick in, which will raise the estrogen level. So when guys do that and drink alcohol, for instance, then they get gynecomastia. They get what they call the glands in their chest starts to get form breasts. The men start to form breasts. Now you can get the glands removed. I know not a lot of bodybuilders that do, but they keep on drinking and stuff and all this other stuff, and that's fat tissue. Then they form visceral fat, and that's why you have the distilled stomachs. And then you form cancers and all the other things, diabetes and all the other things that are associated with fats. And that's what's happening in today's society. It's just a microcosm of the advancement of sports world. That's why people love sports, because they like to look at society as a microcosm of the actual utopia, sportstopia as it used to be, which has never been that. There's always been discrimination and unjust favorism in different sports, and some people, for instance, have to take all kinds of drugs just to perform in NFL or NBA or whatever and get back out there and recover. But people like to believe that that doesn't exist, like in bodybuilding or fitness and all this other stuff, because hormonally, testosterone, muscle strength, fast-twitch muscle fibers, people are genetically different. Height, body styles, percent body fat, that's just evolution, human evolution. So the point of the story of this whole video is, yeah, all these different things that are being consumed, like with medical marijuana, they're saying with the THC and stuff, but I know that alcohol does it. I haven't really done enough research, which I'm just looking into and starting to research on the marijuana and how it's hybridized and the effects. And I can believe it, because when foods are hybridized, you see the effects of cancers and all these different things, and you see the different ratios of things thrown off affect the body, because we are what we actually consume. And so a lot of young people, because of the foods high in soy and the different things going on, and then as you get older, drinking, smoking weed and stuff, are basically, especially guys, basically castrating themselves and affecting not only their sex drive, their mental, because testosterone is part of your mental aggression, ability to strive, to be great, think clearly, connect with the Most High, who is powerful, and to be the full version of the man or king or dominant person that you're supposed to be, due to, I'll leave it up to you, manipulation, intentionally or unintentionally, of the water supply, foods and everything, castrating young men, and it has an even worse effect on women, because that's why breast cancer and ovarian cancers are actually becoming worse, because they have testosterone to estrogen ratios that need to stay in check. If you see a woman that takes too much testosterone, she starts growing a beard, her clit starts growing into a penis, and she has certain issues. If she has too much estrogen, then she is prone to a lot of cancers, because the androgynous part for male and females is very high sensitive to cancer, reproduction, diabetes, and different diseases. So I just wanted to make that quick video just to enlighten people and let them know. Take care of your testosterone. I have herbals. I use supplementation, naturally blended supplements that I give to my clients so that we keep our testosterone naturally increased. Then I have other different eating practices, things that you can take in food, and things that you can avoid to kind of counterbalance that, to make sure that you stay your full, functional, most high intended human self. Once again, my name is Lamont Gilchrist. Thanks.